am I speaking with here today? On here with Mr. Trevor Chamberlin. Mr. Chamberlin, are you here? Mr. Chamberlain. I don't hear him. Let me stop my share here for a second. Get Mr. Chamberlain on the line. Mr. Chamberlain.
Yes, sir.
There you go. I hear you now. All right.
I had a problem connecting my I'm trying to connect my Bluetooth, but it doesn't look like that's gonna work. So I'll just go through the speakers on my computer.
Okay, yeah, I hear you just fine. I hear you just fine. I hear you just fine. All right. So you are new to this. Are you new to real estate? I'm investing in
yes, sir, I am.
All right, so you've never done this before, right?
I've never done this before, brother, but I'm eager to learn.
I hear you, man. I hear you. All right, so these are recorded because we play these back for people to learn and stuff like that, and you can always go back and pull it up and kind of review it to yourself. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Did you get a chance to review our policy when doing the mentorship sessions?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, great. So you know that if we help you to locate a deal, walk you through the deal, and you close that deal, and that closing, you owe us 10%.
That is correct.
All right. You'll never pay anything up front. You always pay it at the end. If we don't give you great advice that leads to a closing, then we don't deserve no money. All right. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let me start sharing my screen. Share my screen. All right. So what we're looking at now, we're looking at Flipstream. This is Flipstream, as you all can see. For those people out there who don't know what Flipstream is flipping properties is now streamlined. Flipstream is an app and a platform where we provide all the tools, resources, support, mentorship, networking, partnership, everything you need to flip properties and earn anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 a flip or more when you get up into some of the other strategies that we use. We start everybody off, especially those who are new. If you are new to flipping properties, if you're new to real estate investing, if you're new to this, we start everybody off with what's called real estate day trading. That's what we call it. Some people call it wholesaling. Some people call it flipping paper. Some people call it just quick flips. Some people call it, I think there's one guy there he doesn't call it the Gator method or whatever that is. I don't know. But anyway, he called it the Gator method. I don't know how he come up with that name, but it's catchy. I guess it works. But we call it real estate day trading. Okay, that is our brand for it. We have branded real estate day trading. Flipstream, the real estate investment platform that simplifies flipping houses. Okay, Flipstream provides access to all the tools, resources real estate investors need to research properties, get funding, fix and flip, buy income producing and quick flip properties with ease. Everything an investor needs to earn big profits flipping real estate. That's who we are and that's what we do. All right. So what we're doing here today is because you are one of our new subscription members, and our subscription members, you all get access to what we call our live mentorship. As you can see here, we provide live mentorship for all of our subscription paying members. And by the way, the subscription is only $19.99 per month. That is 66 cents per day. That's it. Okay. Did you believe how affordable this was?
That was, I've looked at some different programs, and that was one of the features that caught my eye, besides the fact that I've also taken part in one of your other programs, the Dispatch.
Okay, great. So
I had some really good success with that. So I knew you were your next program. I had to get into
it. Okay, yeah, Dispatching did great. Always when I first started it back in 2017, when I started that program, man, we had some great success from 2017 all the way up until 2022. And then 2022 it started, trucking industry started dropping off, and 2023 was just horrible in the trucking industry. But you already know this, okay? But, you know, after that, after last year with the trucking industry, I said, well, what did I do the last time my back was up against the wall? When I was homeless. I said, well, I flipped properties. That's what got me out of the homeless shelter. That's what they wanted me to buy my first townhome and pay cash for it. I said, okay, let me go back to check and see what's going on with that. Put some of my knowledge back to use, and lo and behold, this industry is better than it's ever been. And after doing some more research, I came up with Flipstream. Okay, to show other people, you know, how to do this and create a platform where they could join a platform and get everything they need to make this happen, partner with us. But I wanted something that didn't cost a whole lot of money up front. Because like you said, I joined the program. I learned this from a program back in 1995 where I had to pay $14,000. A lot of you know, I paid 14 grand for a real estate, investing platform back then where we find the deals and then they supplied the investors, and that's how it was supposed to go. But in order to get access to the investors, I had to pay another $7,000. And I said, nah, that's okay.
Wow.
Exactly. It was just a rabbit hole. So you see what I'm saying? But they taught me how to find the deals, how to locate the deals, how to structure the deals, how to identify, the motivated sellers, all the stuff that I'm teaching y'all. And they taught me all that. I just had to figure out how to get the investors. When I became homeless in 2008, because in 1995, I paid to learn all this stuff, 14 grand. And then in 2008, because I never used it, because they wanted me to pay another 7 grand to get access to their investor network. So I never really used the knowledge that I had acquired back in 1995. So in 2008, when I became homeless, when you back up against the wall and you got nowhere to go but up, you start thinking, okay, well, I started my Diaries of a Homeless Entrepreneur series, and I was trying to figure out, okay, so what can I do to get myself out of this homeless situation? Then I thought, you know what? I learned a lot about real estate investing and flipping houses back in 95 when I paid all that money. Let me see if I can put some of that to use. And I started doing some more research and found out how to do it and do it without using their investors. And lo and behold, my first flip, I did it from the homeless shelter. And got a check for over $28,000 at closing. And it only took me 17 days from start to finish. And then after I got that first check, I started doing a little more research, and I flipped out 4 more properties in the next 45 days. And I went and bought a townhome from Bank of America. It was an REO off the golf course, not, on the other side of town. Because I bought me a car first. Bought me a car, and bought me a townhome, paid cash for that townhome. They had it listed for $38,000. It was an REO. It was a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath townhome off the golf course. And they had it listed for $38,000, and it was a bank-owned property. Like a bank had probably they had foreclosed on and needed a little bit of work to it. But I offered them 25. They counted with 28, and that's where we landed. I bought that property for $28,000, paid cash. So that's how I got started. That was how I got started in flipping property. So here we are now. All right. So you scheduled your private mentorship session. As you can see here, we offer private mentorship sessions, and we only charge 10 to 20% on the back end. Okay. It says right here, Flipstream subscription members pay no upfront fees for mentorships ever. Okay. When you schedule a live session with our mentors, you are agreeing to compensate the mentor with 10 to 20% of your settlement at the closing of the successful project they assisted you with. Each mentor's fee is posted on their profile. And there's my profile right there. And of course, you see my mentor fee is 10%. There's my profile. My partners, his is 10% also too. And this is my partner. And here's where if somebody wants to schedule with him, you can schedule with him. His is also 10% as well. All right, so let's get right into this. So today you wanted to kind of walk through the process of locating these properties, identifying and tracking down the owner of these properties, right? And you want to go over us putting together, show you how to put together the numbers, everything step by step. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
I'm having some trouble hearing you, so I'm trying to fix my audio just in case I ask you to repeat yourself. That's why, but I'm trying to fix it now.
Okay. Well, it is recorded, but so you'll be able to go back and pull it up. And my audio is pretty good. Okay. All right. So the area that once people become a member, the area that we're going to go to, and the area that I want you to remember to go to is right here. Put your cursor where it says Members Only Investor Lounge. Okay, this is only for the people who are paid subscribers. Okay, click on Business Lounge, but that's where you're going to go first. You're going to go to your Business Lounge, and your Business Lounge is where we have everything when you do all your research, search for properties, and it's set up on a Rolodex. My partner like to describe it as a Rolodex of all the tools, resources, and features and everything you're going to need to make these deals happen. So the first thing in the Rolodex, and it's in order as to how you would normally do a deal. The first thing in the Rolodex is search for properties. We got all these different tools to search for properties in this part of the Rolodex, right? To find the foreclosed home, to find the distressed properties and things like that. Then we have the evaluate property. This is where you go to do your people searches and your free skip traces and do your public records online directory. You can do an e-appraisal online. You can calculate the ARV of a property. You can get the comps on a property. You can check how much a property is worth, all that type of stuff. Then we have the investor tools and calculators. This is for more advanced when you're doing rehab, when you're actually buying a property and fixing it up and then selling it for the after repaired value. This is a different strategy when you all start to, once you all start making money flipping properties, then you got some money that you can actually invest your own money and stuff. Then we move you up to a different level, showing you how to do stuff on how to do more lucrative deals that require funding and rehab and development deals. And these are all the calculators that you would use during that process if you advance up to that level. And of course, when you advance to a bigger level, you're doing bigger properties where you're getting 1 to 4 unit, apartment complexes, or a 50 unit, or 100 or 200 unit apartment complex that someone is selling at a distressed price of maybe $300,000 or $400,000. But after it's been fixed up and everything, it has a market value of $10 to $12 million. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna need to get some funding to make those deals happen. These are the lenders that we partner with. We have over 500 lending partners. These are the lenders that you're going to be dealing with to get that funding for those type of projects. Okay, and this is where you list your properties, especially like when you get your fix and flips, or like the ones that I'm about to show you now on your real estate day trading. When you get them on a contract, you're going to come here and post your contract here, right? And flip your contract out. That's basically what you're doing. You're flipping your contract out. That's why it's called real estate day trading. Okay, you don't need any money. You get the home on the contract, you evaluate the property, you structure the deal, you get it on the contract. Once you get it on the contract, right, then you come here and you post the property here. Basically, you're posting your contract here, and then these people will make you offers on buying that out from you. Okay, so if you got it on the contract, let's say for $50,000, that could be $30,000 to pay off the lender or to pay off the foreclosure, and another $20,000 in their pocket. But the house may be worth $150,000. Okay, $150,000. Right? You calculated the value you calculated it at 55% of the value, which is what these people will probably offer you, somewhere between 40 and 70%, of the market value. So you calculate the value, you do your calculation where you say, okay, if I get 55% of that, 200,000, I'm getting about 125, 140,000. Okay, whatever the case may be, right? I'm giving these people here, right, 30,000 to pay off their foreclosure and putting $20,000 in their pocket. Okay, that's gonna leave me with what? That closing almost goes to a good what, $80,000-$90,000, right? So
nice.
This is how that works. All right. So let's go ahead, but this way you will post that to get those offers and things like that. All right. So let's go through this. All right. Let's start y'all in the search part now. The way these Rolodexes work. If you put your cursor on the left one, you click it, it rolls to the right. If you put your cursor on the right one over here and you click it, it rolls to the left. When you find one you want to actually click on and enter, you go put that one in the middle and then you click on it. So to start off in doing the real estate day trading, we use our partner site that we collaborate with, which is PropWire. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, PropWire. You click on it, yeah, pulls it up. Yeah, we use our PropWire partner that we collaborate with. You're gonna see it's right here, free database of cheap houses. Okay, you click on here, you go to the link. You're gonna open the link up. All right. Now, when you first come here, if you have not created your account, create your account with PropWire. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Create the free account. So you put in your name, email address, go through the process, create your free account. After you create your free account, next time you come in, all you gotta do is come down here and click log in, like I'm doing. Click log in. You gotta save on your, it will automatically pull up here in a second. Yeah, it should automatically pull up. It's my internet connection.
Maybe I should have started an account so I could walk through this process with you.
And see what now?
Or is it easy? Maybe I should have started an account before I did the webinar with you to walk through the process. Or is it better for me to just watch it and? No, not yet.
Okay, hold on. If you haven't, there we go. I had to refresh my screen. All right. Well, you probably should have. But you can go back and pull this up. You can go back and kind of pull this. And I'm gonna save the ones that we look up for you. So, and then I will email you the addresses, and you can just go up here and put the addresses in and pull them up, and then you can hit save them to yours.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk you through.
Good, brother.
So I'm gonna walk you through this. All right. So what state do you want to look for properties in?
Well, I live in Kansas. I'm not sure if Kansas would be the best place for this. You may be a better advisor than I.
Well, let's check
when it comes to the states that would be best. Well,
let's see. That's the thing about this. This is best all over the country. So let's check to see what Kansas has to offer. Okay. Let's go with Kansas. Sure. KAN. We're gonna go with Kansas, USA. All right. And see what the market looks like there as far as these type of properties. All right. Kansas got a pretty decent market. It's not the best, but they've got over 1,265,069 off-market homes that you can evaluate. Okay. Now, that's pretty good. That's not, that ain't nothing to laugh at, right? that should give you a nice starting point, right? Now, of course, there's other states like Florida has over 9 million, states like California that has over 15 million, and then New York that's got over so, but you can work this anywhere in the country. You don't have to be in the state you're working this in. Okay, but we start out in Kansas because Kansas. Kansas is where you are. You're familiar with Kansas. So let's see what we can find for you in Kansas. Okay, so in Kansas, now next thing you want to do, now this is very important. Structuring your deal. In order to structure your deal, first of all, you have to identify the right types of property, right?
Yes.
All right. Next, you have to identify the right type of, and you also have to identify, first you have to identify the right type of sellers, okay? Motivated sellers. There's no point in you reaching out to people who are not motivated to sell, right? If they're not motivated to sell, why are you reaching out to them? Okay, that's an uphill battle. We want you to be able to find the people that need to sell. They have to sell. They got to do something because they've already been told that their home is going to be foreclosed on. We're getting ready to schedule an auction. It's at least pending or something of that nature. You see what I'm saying? Those are the type of people we want to find. So those are the type of people that really, really need your help, and they will appreciate when you call them up and let them know that, hey, I can keep this foreclosure off your credit. I can pay off your liens, and I can probably put anywhere from 10 to 20, maybe $25,000 or $30,000 in your pocket. You see what I'm saying? Those are the people you want to identify. Those are the people you want to reach out to. Those are the people who are going to be very appreciative of you being able to help them out of their bad situation. And you can still make money. And the people who are buying the house from you, they can make money. So we're going to show y'all how to identify those and how to set these things up. So we're in Kansas. Now, the first thing you can do is you're going to click on your lead types. Let me check my email real quick. I got a thing to bang it up here to see in my emails. Got some stuff. Okay, nothing permanent. Nothing that I need to like get crazy about right now. All right, so let's go back. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to click on your lead types. Okay. All right. The first lead type you want to put in, always want to put in is zombie properties. Okay. Now, you do this because it's going to narrow it down. If you just click zombie properties, it's going to narrow it down to 21 results in Kansas that are considered zombie properties. Now, the reason why we click that, because vacant homes that are in the pre-foreclosure process, typically the homeowner and the bank are highly motivated to find a buyer. That's definitely, you definitely want to click that. The next category you want to click, you make sure you want to click pre-foreclosure, okay? Okay, you want to click pre-foreclosure. Now your results is going to go up some. Now it went up to 360 results. That fits that criteria, both zombie properties and pre-foreclosure, okay? The next one you want to click is you want to click high equity. You can't make no deals on a low equity home that don't have a lot of equity. You can't make no deals on. You got to get the high equity homes. So let's see what fits high equity, zombie properties, and what you look at that. 90 up to 967,254 results. Okay, see how we're yeah. That's what I love about it. That's what I love about this. Now, some other stuff you can click, but you don't necessarily have to. Some people like to click empty nesters, but I don't like the empty nesters because empty nesters could mean that they are landlords, right? Empty nesters could mean that it says that people who have owned their homes for over 20 years and have a lot of equity, these sellers may be looking to downsize after their children have moved out. So that's kind of like a hit and miss, 50-50. I don't really do that because you wind up hitting a lot of people who are not interested in selling, and you're just wasting your time, right? We're not here to waste time, all right? Absentee owners, I don't really click those either because these are owners who don't live in the home. They are often landlords. I don't like to deal with landlords a lot because landlords, that usually means they got other property. And if they were smart enough to become landlords, they're smart enough to be able to figure out how to get themselves out of the situation they're in on this particular home. They can leverage their other property to get loans to do so. Just because they're in foreclosure, they just may be wearing their options and just trying to see what they can figure out because they got plenty of time, believe it or not. It takes almost 4 years to foreclose on a home. A lot of people don't realize that, but it takes almost 4 years to foreclose on a home, okay? And during that whole process, the homeowner can renegotiate with the lender, renegotiate their payments, renegotiate their settlement, renegotiate their the bank payments. They can find a buyer for the place. There's all types of things that you can do as the owner of the property. Because they give you every opportunity. The court system gives you every opportunity to reclaim your home. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, when they get that lease pendants letter, they take off. They panic. But even after they got the lease pendants letter, guess what? They are still about almost 2.5 years away from the house being foreclosed, before the house actually being sold underneath it. They don't really know that. They don't know the process. That's why they panic. That's why you have a lot of people in this country, they panic because they don't know the process. Okay? All right. So we got those checked. Zombie properties. I don't do the landlord thing. You could do vacant homes. I like vacant homes. You can do that. Click on vacant homes because it says, of course, the vacant home model, when it pulls up, there you go. It still gives you about the same number, results. So you could add vacant homes. Houses that are vacant and costing the owners money, taxes, insurance, etc., making them very motivated to sell. So we got that done. So we zombie properties, vacant homes, pre-foreclosures, and high equity. All right, we want to click those. All right. Now, property types. Now, when you all are starting out, I want you all to just click single family home. I don't want y'all going into dealing with mobile homes, multifamily, all that type of stuff. I don't want y'all dealing with those right now because you're not experienced enough to really deal with those. That's going to narrow it back down to about $673,000. Okay. Next, you want to go over the price. Now, on price, never click, never, ever, 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 ever click list price. Because list price, it is listed for sale on the MLS, and you got to deal with the realtor. That's a no-go. You ain't gonna never hardly put no deal together when you're dealing with the realtor, because first of all, they're trying to get the highest price possible because they work on what? A percentage of the sale price. Commission. Exactly. Don't do that. Always have it on estimated value. And on estimated value, you really want to start out with homes that are no more than 200K. Okay? Those are the homes you want to do, right? No more than 200K. Now you're down to 200. Now you're down to 100 and, well, hold on. I think I did it. Let me do this. It says 200 to 300. So it's gonna, I can take that out. I can go over here. I can do, let's say 0 to 300. I can do 0 to 300, and then let's see what the pulls up. There we go. All right. You can do it like this, 0 to 300, but you're gonna get a lot of low value homes too. All right, but that's okay though. That's okay. Let me talk that for a second. But that's okay. Because what you're gonna do now is you're gonna go over here to where it says more, right? And you're gonna click on owner filter. Okay. The owner filters you want to deal with is individual owners. I don't want to deal with no banks, no businesses. You want to deal with the person because the individual, they're making an emotional decision. They made an emotional decision to leave their home before it was even time. Right? You don't want to deal with in business because they know the game. They know what's going on, right? So you want to deal with individuals. Hit that clay, save and close. Now, you can do this too. On more, you can, we'll let it find out. All right, down the individual. You can click on more and go to where it says foreclosure filters. All right. Now, auction date. Okay. You click on auction date, and you want to click on the auction dates that are at least 2 to 3 months out. We're in June 12th, so I'm gonna click August. I don't want to look at stuff that's already scheduled for auction and is scheduled for next week, right? Or even next month. I don't want to, because you want to have time to put these deals together. And also you want to find these properties. Why? Because those people, they are motivated to sell. They're on a time crunch, right? So they got to do something like as soon as possible, right?
Interesting. Okay.
All right. So you want to do that.
And we want to have them within 3 months of the time that they're supposed to auction the house off, giving us time to go in there and maybe save the
exactly. Because now they're on the gun. They've gotten that date. They're like, oh shoot, I got to do something. They're gonna do something. Yeah, I just a loss, right? Because remember, they've been going through this for almost 4 years. Because look, before it gets to the lease pending stage, you have to miss a 1.5 years of payments before your lender can even start the paperwork on your foreclosure. A lot of people don't know that.
Wow.
It's not like renting. Renting, you miss a month and they got that 3-day notice on your door, right? This ain't that. It takes, you have to go through hell and high water to take someone's home. You understand what I'm saying? Because they have a contract to purchase a home. You can't just take, that's not That's just not an easy, quick thing to do, right? You got to go through all the legal court proceedings, all of them. And one of the things that protects homeowners is that a homeowner, you cannot foreclose on a homeowner just because they missed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 payments. They got to miss a year and a half of payments before you can even begin the paperwork. Now, after missing that year and a half payments, then they have to go into what's called mitigation period. But they start sending you all these letters. No, let's do loan modifications, loan mitigations. Let's let you work with a counselor, see if we can work this out. Let's see if we can do this, maybe refinance your home, and we can do this to restructure your loan. All that. You got to go through another 9 to 10 months, 9 to 11 months of that before they even send out your lease pendants notice. Lease pendants is that they are letting you know that they have started the foreclosure process, letting you know that we have started the foreclosure process so we can present this to a judge. Now, after that mitigation period, that modification period, that's almost another year, right? It takes almost another 9 to 10 months before you get that lease pendants letter. And then when you get the lease pendants letter, right, that's just letting you know that they plan on scheduling a court hearing. When they present the paperwork to the court, the hearing may not come up for another 6 to 8 months. And then once it's scheduled for a hearing, and you go to the hearing, the judge can either throw out the foreclosure altogether if you find that the lender has not done some stuff during the whole loan process or whatever that has been done, because they order what's called a forensic audit during that period for the judge and the lawyers to look over all the paperwork, the contract. They look over to see if your home was sold to another mortgage company or whether it was assigned to another mortgage company, and if that company paid the other mortgage company some interest payments and they did not credit your account for a portion of those interest payments, guess what? That is improper behavior because you are signed on that note. And if they sell that to another mortgage company and they did not compensate you, the person who is legally signed on that note, right? If they didn't compensate you in some form of way, either giving you credit towards your mortgage on the end where it knocks off some of the balance on your mortgage, or giving you credit on your payments, or whatever. If they find that that bank never did any of that, guess what? The judge can say, no, this foreclosure is not valid. They can throw it out. That's why it has to go through this legal process. Take, for instance, the Elvis property, right? Company tried to foreclose on that. They noticed there was some impropriety. What did the judge say? No, I'm blocking this. Something ain't right? That process has to happen with every foreclosure. Now, even if the judge says, okay, they did everything right, this home needs to be foreclosed on, I'm going to go ahead and grant the foreclosure. We're going to schedule what's called a trustee sale or a foreclosure, the auction. Now, the auction can't take place before 90 days. Sometimes the judge can extend that out to 120 days before the auction date. And even during that time, guess what? The homeowner can still negotiate with the bank to get their home out of foreclosure. The homeowner can still sell that property, get it out, sell it, and collect the money on top of it, and still pay off the bank. The homeowner can still pay their reinstatement fees and reinstate the mortgage. Hold on, I see you sent me a chat here. The internet connection is really choppy. Okay, well, it's being recorded on my end. It's being recorded on my end. You'll be able to go back and look at it, okay? It's being recorded on my end. Let me type into him here. It's recorded. It's recorded. So you'll be able to go back and look at it. Yeah, I know you're out of the country. Yeah, I know you're out of the country. Are you still in Trinidad? Yes, he's still in Trinidad. Okay, great. All right. So, but anyway, it takes a long time. All right, so let's go ahead and put this up, and let's do it for starts on 12/12 on in August. All right, So let's do that one. So let's do August. Let's do August the 12th. Nope, I did it wrong. Let's do August. There we go. August the 12th. All right. And then stretch it out for just whenever. All right. So we click save on that one. Now it's going to give us another. Now it drops it down to 13. Now, we're going to look at these right here, but we're going to go back and take that foreclosure auction thing out and see how many we have to pull from too. But I did this to get to the ones that need immediate attention. So when you contact them, they'll be, they're like, okay, yeah, let's do something. We got to do something quick. You see what I'm saying? So now what we're looking for the high equity, 79% equity. I like that one. 73% equity. I like that one. I don't do 100% equity because that means there's something else going on with that deal. If it's 100% equity, something else is going on with that deal. Okay? Because there's no way if somebody got 100% equity that they should be what's called. They probably got something to do with the IRS or some serious tax liens or something this and that. So I really don't deal with 100% equity. Okay, so that makes no sense. So I'm gonna look at this 79% equity. Okay. Now it's only $82,000, $465. What's the loan amount? $65,808. That's the equity on it. The original loan amount was only $28,000. It was a conventional deed of trust. Okay. And you come down here, they owe $16,657. Now, they had a standalone second mortgage. Okay. Well, they had an original amount for $10,101. Right? Now, what I'm looking at here, this was done in 2005. So what happened was it was originally done through Wells Fargo in 2005. Chances are they pretty much had already almost paid that one off. That's why it's only $16,657. Okay. That one was probably almost paid. They probably had like a couple $1,000 left on. And then they went out and got a second mortgage. It's a deed of trust, a standalone second deed of trust. Okay. It was probably to either fix like a roof or do some work or whatever it could be, and they got that money in the loan balance 16,000, whatever. That's what bumped this whole thing back up to 16,000. So they probably owe like $6,000 on the property from left from Wells Fargo. But then they got a second mortgage for $10,000 some odd dollars. You see what I'm saying? And that's what. And then they probably didn't pay off that second mortgage, and now they got this lien for $16,657. Now it's going to foreclosure. All right, you see what I'm saying? So that's where we're at with that. Now look down here in the land. Don't worry about the land information. We're gonna look for it. We're gonna check to see if they owe any back taxes. No delinquent taxes, so that's good. There's no delinquent taxes, so that's good. So then we'll go down here. Now we're gonna look at foreclosure details. Okay, in the foreclosure details, you see this went to court on 5/29/2024, just last month. Like a couple of weeks. It went to court a couple of weeks ago, right? The judge set the auction date for 6/25. You really don't want to look at this because the auction date is coming up too soon, right? It's really coming up like next week, next 2 weeks. So that one is out. We don't want to look at that. That one's out. Coming up too soon. Auction date is coming up too soon. Let's look at this one. $137,000 is the estimated value, 73% equity. Let's look at that one. All right. Immediately, I'm going to go down here and check the auction date. See, still coming up too soon, 6/25. And that's why sometimes I don't like putting in that, because even though you put it in, it still pops up that it's coming up, showing stuff that's coming up real soon. So what we're going to do is I'm going to check to see what else we got on here. I don't do these 100% equity because those are misleading. And I don't want you doing anything less than really 70% equity. All right, so let's go back up here to the more and let's take out that foreclosure filter. Let's take that out. Let's take that one out.
Missouri has a whole lot more options. You may have a lot more options over in Missouri. If you want to switch to that state.
Yeah, let me get through this first, because I know that there's a place that has a lot more options, But I'm doing this for a reason. Hold on for a second. Let's not change gears right now. Because if I can find something that's close to you, it'll be easier for you to get in contact with these people, easier for you to close them, because you really want to, there's something, if you can get on common ground with the people you're trying to help, and one of the biggest things that connects people is proximity. There's a lot of psychology behind this stuff. It really is. People don't realize it. People think it's just about the numbers or whatever, but it's not. It's not. Because remember, these people have probably had people calling them all for the last 2 or 3 years. Reaching out to them. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. I can do that. Right? And they're probably getting a lot of stuff from people from clear across the country. You understand what I'm saying? So by you having started with people who are in your own state, you kind of creating that common ground thing. Okay, I know how you feel.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm in Kansas. I'm from right here in Kansas. No, with you. I'm with you. That type of deal. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go back. Now we got 400,000 results. Okay, let's look for the high equity ones. We don't want to do these 100%. Let's go down. And this is just part of the research. Okay, it looks tedious, but it's part of the process. It's part of the research. We don't want to look at the ones that are for sale. We're looking for the high equity ones. We're looking for stuff that's 65 to 70%. All right, I think that's the one.
What's your minimum equity that you look for? Is it like 60, 70% equity?
I don't want you all starting out. I really don't want you all looking at anything under 70%. Now, once you get kind of good at this, you can look at 65%. Now, we're starting our we're starting our partnership program this Sunday, where it's called the Day Trading Partnership Program. Okay, that's where you all find the deals, you evaluate the deals. What we're doing now, you find the deals, you evaluate deals, you structure the deal, you verify that the number to the owner is correct. You got a good phone number, you got a good email address, and that you got the right owner. Then you can turn the deal over to us. Then we go back in, we verify that the numbers are right, and then we'll take it from there. We will close that seller. We will process the contracts. We will find the end buyers. We will get it set for closing, and when it closes, we split the profits with you. Okay? That's called a partnership, where you do half, we do half. You got it?
I do.
So we'll have that available for you all too. But give me a second here. I think I looked at this one already. I got off track. I was looking at something. I got off track. All right, hold on. Let me scroll to find. Here's one that's 96%. Let's check this one. Off market, that's good. Empty nester, high equity, that's good. Let's check that one out. All right, here we go. Picture coming up. All right. Let me check my foreclosure information real quick. Great. That's what I'm looking for. Leash pendants. Like your boy say in Friday, part 3, we got action. Okay. All right. You want to look for this leash pendants, because remember, leash pendants means that it hasn't even been scheduled for a court hearing yet. Right? Chances they moved out of the house already because they panicked. You see what I'm saying? They've panicked already. They moved out of the house. It's vacant. It hasn't gone to a hearing yet, so the judge hasn't even ordered a foreclosure sale yet. You see what I'm saying? So now you got plenty of time to work this deal. All right. Now let's check the numbers. All right. It's got an estimated value of $135,190. All right. You're gonna look to see what's owed on it. What's owed on it? It don't have a whole lot owed on it. What's owed on it, it has a line of credit. A line of credit of, now look, don't ask me why these people have not wanted that paid off this line of credit of just $6,750, there's no rhyme or reason to why people do what they do or why they leave their homes or whatever the case may be. It could be a case where the owner of the property may have passed already, and it went to the relative. They may have homes and stuff already that they already have that paying for. They can't afford to pay the taxes on both this and the other home, or the property may need some work. May need $30,000 worth of repair. So because they can't rent it out until it's repaired, it could be a number of things. Okay, because a lot of people say, well, why would someone not just pay that $6,750? Why would they let that go into foreclosure? There could be any number of reasons, right? The home may need repair. May need $30,000 on with the repair. But they ain't got $30,000, so they can't fix it up to rent it out, right? You say, well, why don't you just list it with a realtor? Because most realtors don't want to list crap properties, right? Realtors say, well, it needs this, needs that, needs that. And if you list the property, someone comes out to buy it, they're going to order an inspection. That's part of the what? That's part of the buying process when you're doing stuff retail like that, right? Ain't too many people going to go out, ain't too many couples looking to buy no house that they got to put a whole bunch of money into to live in. So there could be any number of scenarios that why they did not do all, but all you're concerned about is it is in lease pending. It is in pre-foreclosure. They have not paid it. They've had over a year and a half, maybe close to 2 years, and they still haven't paid it. So that tells you that they're not going to pay it. All right.
Wow.
So don't, I mean, I don't look at it and say, well, that's a low amount. They can just pay that, but they haven't paid it. For whatever reason, they haven't paid it. All right. So I'm looking to see if there's any second mortgages on it. Nope, there's no second mortgages. That's $6,750 is what they owe on it. And see, this is why I say
Where could I see the second mortgage at, sir? Where would that be listed at? Second mortgage.
It would be right here under the first mortgage and equity page. When you start scrolling down, it would be here before you get the public facts. All the mortgages would be first, second, third, or however many liens or mortgages. That would be up here first. Then after that, you see public facts. Okay? So you know there's no second mortgage on it because it's not listed on here right now. All right. So then you come out here to get the legal description. I'm not really worried about that. 16th of an acre. Then you come down here and you got no delinquent taxes. So that's good. It's got good value, good value, good tax value. All right. And it's in lease pendants. That's what you want. You want something that's in lease pendants. That's ideally what you're looking for. All right. Here's the trustee information. This is probably the lawyers for the banks that they owe the money to. Okay. Now, so here we go.
Is that who I would contact, or would I contact the owner?
No, you're gonna always contact the owner because they're not going to be able to give you any information on who the owners are. They can't give you the owner's phone number because they're under what? Privacy. You see what I'm saying? That all lawyers, when you deal with things, they have what's called privacy disclosure or something. They're under a privacy contract or whatever it is. They're not supposed to give out that information. So don't contact them. All right, you're gonna contact the person. All right. So let's do the numbers. Let's see how this works out for you. All right. So in doing the numbers, what you want to do first, you want to take the estimated value. The reason why you want to look at that's $135,194. $135,194. You want to take the estimated value, or in the industry, the people who you are going to present this to get the money for it, they call it the ARV, the after repair value. Okay, the after repair value.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, the after repair value and the estimated value is usually somewhere close around the same. After repair value most of the time is more than the estimated value, but we don't try to calculate with it because we don't know what that would be. But we do know what the estimated value is. right? $135,194. So you got to base your numbers on that. Why? Because the cash buyers formula, their formula is they never offer more than 70% of the after repair value or the estimated value. Okay, so you know you're never going to get an offer of more than 70% of that value right there. Now, history has shown that they really have never offered less than 40%. So somewhere between 40 and 70%, and they normally come in somewhere around between that 50 and that 65%. So we're going to say 55%. Okay, if you can make a deal work at, if you, and I like to do my numbers on the 55%, then I do them again on the 50%, and then I do them again on the 40%. If I'm making money at 40%, I know I got a great deal. Because I could get an offer for what? 50, 55, or even 60%. You see what I'm saying?
I do. So do my math based on 40%.
Okay, let's do your math based on 40%. All right, so let's take that minus 40%. 40%. That means you're going to get an offer of 54,700, 54,077 if they offer you 40%. That's the lowest possible offer, basically. So 54.77. So we look at that 54.77. 54.77 minus what they owe on it. They owe what? The bank 6,750, right? 6,750. Right? That leaves you with 47,327. But you gotta now offer them money in their pocket. Right? Now, this is a great deal because they don't owe a whole lot on it. So I would come in with this one. I would say, okay, look, I can get this foreclosure stopped, right? Get the bank paid off. And if I can do that before they send this thing to auction or whatever, if I can do that and give you, you got 47,327 right now, and if I can give you $25,000,
wow,
in your pocket,
that's generous.
And you still make $22,327.
Nice.
Because it's all about the psychology. Everybody, see, some people will say, well, $10,000 would be enough. No, it probably not. Because look, in the human mind, right? In the human mind, when people hear 25,000, unless you're a wealthy person, right? 25,000, that number registers with you, right? Right?
Yes, sir, it does.
10,000 don't register like 25,000. You just don't. And remember, we're at 40% deal. So if you can make $22,000 by giving them 25,000 and paying off their lien, right? You still in good shape. Now, let's do those same numbers at 55%, right? So you got 135, 194. Minus 55%, which means you're going to get a probably offer around 74,356. So 74,356 minus 6,750, 6,750. So now you got $67,000 to play with. You can even offer them a much better deal and make more money. You can offer them $30,000 to $35,000 minus 35 grand. And you're still looking at $32,000. Now, what I would do in that case, I would still come in at around 25 to 30 grand, right? And leave myself some room, and just in case there's something else that we don't see here that needs to be paid off. You see what I'm saying?
Like a hidden tax lien?
Yeah, like an IRS lien or something like that. Just in case. Right? Or if they say, well, I've got some medical bills too that I like to pay off. Well, how much is your medical bill? Well, they're another $10,000. Well, you got enough room to do that. Right? You got enough room. You see what I'm saying? Just up their amount that's coming to them, and you still gonna make over $20,000. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. This is
Wow.
real estate day trading. This is all it is. This is all it is. Okay. Now, this is why when you say, well, let's go to a different state. No. Let's stay where we're at. The good deals all over the country. Okay. The good deals all over the country. Okay. You don't want to just start just because, well, grass is green on the other side. No. You're really gonna be running over great deals in your own backyard. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is not where this state has better deals, that state has better. All states have great deals because in every state, people are going under, losing their homes, in foreclosure because the economy is forcing that. You understand what I'm saying?
Would it make a difference if they live in a non-disclosure state or a disclosure state where we're required to?
No, because we have both non-disclosure and full disclosure contracts.
That's right. Okay.
We have both those. And look, I use full disclosure no matter what state I'm in. Because look, think the people in foreclosure, you think they give a rat's hoot if I'm the end buyer or not? No, seriously though. Well, the problem about the auction off in September, if I don't do something, remember, these are people who have already panicked and left their home. They've already conceded to the loss. They've already lost all hope. So you think when I call Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, my name is Calvin Butler. I'm a real estate investor, and I like to make you an offer on your property located at 701 South Chestnut Street in McPherson, Kansas. And I'd like to offer you enough money to pay off your foreclosure liens and stop the foreclosure and keep it off your record, off your credit for the next 7 years, and put about $30,000 in your pocket. Would that help you out? Well, it would, but are you the person that's bringing the money to the table? Or you just come on, really? You think they're gonna ask you that? You think they give a rat's food about that?
No, sir. No, I guess not in that position.
Exactly. You got to look at the people. That's why we show you how to set this up to find what? The motivated sellers. You're not calling people who ain't got no incentive to sell. Yeah, they would probably ask something like that. They probably say, well, my house is worth this. I think I should get this. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't have a reason to sell. They're not motivated. But what we are looking for, we are showing you all how to identify the motivated sellers and how to identify the right property, right, that has enough equity so you can make a great offer to pay off their debt and put great money in their pocket and leave room for the person who's going to buy it from you to make great money. You see where we're at now?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Now, so far, do you think this is a good and easy way to make money versus dispatching and freight broker?
Oh my goodness, it's like night and day.
Night and day. When I tell people, I've been telling people in the trucking, people who have been struggling with dispatching, because in dispatching, you may have to call 100, 200 carriers before you even get just to pitch 25 of or 50 of them. You know this already, right? And
that's what's happening.
And out of the 25 to 50 that you do pitch, you may get 1 to 5, 10 of them signed up, if that. And if you're doing freight brokering, you may have to call 300 or 400 shippers just to get 10 of them to talk to you. And out of the 10 you talk to, you got to talk to a set of about 10 of those 10, 100 of them to get one signed up. Now, you think how many of these do you think you can evaluate, put together, and structure in a day based on what I just showed you?
Quite a few, sir. Quite a few. Once I learned the program.
Yeah, you could really structure at least 10 to 20 a day. Right now, I'm taking my
Wow.
time because I'm trying to go through the steps with it, right? But I get on here in the course of 3 hours, I can structure 60 to 100 of these things in 3 hours. So I'm serious. Because once you know how to do it and using the tools and resources that we supply you with, right? And with our guys, it becomes real easy. It becomes real easy. Now, here's the next step. So now you know where you're at, what you're going to offer them, right? So what you'll do is you would combine what you're paying them with what's being paid off. If you're paying off $6,750 and you're giving them, $30,000, your offer would be $36,675. Yeah, 36. Was it 30? Yeah, 36,670. That's right. 30,000 plus, yeah, 36,675. There you go. So that will be your offer, right? And you make sure you explain to them, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. Well, let's see what the real name is first of all. Mr. and Mrs. All right, we do some more research. All right, yeah, Miss Patricia Crawford. Miss Crawford. Miss Crawford. Now, this gives us some insight too, because she has 2 properties. See, this is probably why. This kind of tells you why she hasn't paid that other one off yet. Because see, here's what's probably going on. I believe that this property was left to this person. I believe this property either owned by her parents and they passed. Because this happens a lot. They passed because she's got a property, another property. Come on, man, get off this. Trying to get this out of the way so I can see it. I hate when this pops up like this. Come on. I'm trying to make that little drop down go away so I can see it down here at the bottom. Let me do this. All right. Pull it up in another one. I'll pull it up. All right. They got another property or something on here or whatever it is. Oh, it's just land. Oh yeah, this is land. There's no active. They got a property that has no mortgage on it. So it's probably land. Has no mortgage, it's 100% equity. So they own a property already. Yeah. They own a property, they own land somewhere else or whatever it may be. Okay. And they don't own that on it. That's good. All right. Well, they do owe delinquent taxes on it. Hold on here. They owe delinquent taxes. From 2006. Yeah, now this starting to shed some light. They owe taxes on this property. Now, delinquent taxes on this property from 2006. And on this property, but that's in Texas. They got a property in Texas that they owe taxes on. The property here that they've abandoned, they haven't paid that either. So there's something going on with them financially that this sheds light on why they can't pay. They got something going on financially that they just can't pay. So when you call these people, they should be happy. They should be like overjoyed to kind of know that they can put $30,000 in their pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you could pay off that tax lien on another property too with this deal here. That even sweetens the pot, right? That gives them even more incentive to do a deal with you, right?
Yes, sir, it does. Interesting.
Yeah, you can get that $1,200 tax lien paid off on that property, right? If you get that paid off, that means that they still have that land and they can turn around and sell that land now because they got to pay it off or whatever they're going to do with it, or they can do something with that land. You see what I'm saying? So you can get that debt off the head and get this off the head and put $30,000 in the pocket. Right?
Wow.
Look, man, this is a great look compared to the freight and trucking industry. This here's a cakewalk. And you see what I mean, right?
I see exactly what you mean.
Now, is there any doubt in your mind that you could probably do 3, 4, 5, 6 of these deals a month minimum?
That looks very possible. Yes, sir.
Doing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $60,000 a pop, in some cases higher. There is no reason, there is no reason with someone who has a skill set that you had as a dispatcher in the freight industry. There's no reason why you can't do $100,000 a month with your skill set doing this. Do you doubt that?
I don't doubt it. No, sir. Not after watching this presentation.
Because you know what you had to go through in the trucking and freight industry, right? Using that same skills, because that skill set requires you to make a lot, deal with a lot of people, trying to convince these truckers to sign you up just to get 10% of the load fee. Just to make your $120 to $300 on each load, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
That's what's happening.
Now, but this is a whole different ballgame. And with the tools and resources and the way we have things structured, there's no way you can't make money. There is absolutely no way. If you just follow what we tell you to do, you use the steps, use the tools, use the resources, follow the procedure. There's no way you cannot make money because these people have to do something. Now that you found them, you structured the deals, right? We're going to find out where this person's at and what their phone number is and all that type of stuff. All right, so we know that they're in they're in McPherson, what you call it. Now, we're going to go back over here to Flipstream. You're going to go back to Flipstream, and you're going to go to down here where it says evaluate properties. And what you're going to look for, you're going to look for people search, or you're going to look for this free skip trace that we have here, cyber background. I'm going to do the cyber background because this is a new one that we did, that we just put up. I'm sure you have to use that one.
Oh, yes, sir. I appreciate that too.
Yeah, because you're out of the country. And I put this one up specifically because of you, because the other one you couldn't use because your VPN, it wouldn't let you use because you was out of the country or something. It wouldn't let you in. So we're going to use this one. And her name was, hold on, let me put up her name was Patricia L. Patricia L. Crawford. And her city and state was McPherson, Kansas. And she is in McPherson, Kansas. That's where we at. Let's see who we come up with. Guess what? There's only one in McPherson, Kansas. That made it quick and easy, didn't it? All right. So this is what we got. We got action. Remember I told you she was probably an elderly woman? Remember I told you that?
Yes.
Look, once you get used to doing these, just by looking at the situation, you will be able to kind of guess what the profile of the person is that's having these problems. Look, this is an elderly woman. She owes $6,000, $600-$700. Probably ain't got too many people to help her out with her finances or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? And this thing has probably been weighing on her for God knows how long. I wouldn't have bet when you call this woman and you say Miss McPherson, Miss Crawford, you know, when you call this woman up, I keep getting these email notifications. Make sure I ain't got no other appointments coming up. All right. When you call this woman up and you say, Ms. Rizzo, my name is Trevor. I'm a real estate investor, and I'm calling because I want to help you out with this property that you have on Chestnut Street in McPherson, Kansas. I would like to make you an offer on that property to pay off your liens on it, to stop the foreclosure, to get that, keep that off your credit, and put $30,000 in your pocket. Man, would that help you out? That's how I approach it. I always think, man, would that help you out? What do you think Ms. Crawford's gonna say?
Yes.
Right? Now, when I'm dealing with old people, I always no, she says, oh, God bless you. You can really do that? But yes, ma'am, I really believe that we can do this and get this worked out to where we can get that paid off. Get that paid off. Matter of fact, I think we can also pay off that tax lien on the land you have in Texas too. Oh my God, thank you so much. Really, I can't believe this. This is, you know, so this goes back to say, people say, well, why would they not pay just that? She said, because this is an 87-year-old woman. She probably on fixed income. She probably don't have no other source of, you don't have a whole lot of people who is helping her out. And you think the bank gonna try and help her? You think that trustee gonna try? No. That trustee hoping that it goes to the sale so they can get it. And you know what they want to do with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't really trying. No. All right. So this is what you want to do. All right. Let's make sure we got the right person. All right. Got the address. Bam. 715 Chestnut, McPherson. So she might still be living there. So you know she's stressed out. You know she's stressed, right? Because if they take it, she ain't got no money. She probably don't have no money to relocate. Right? Right?
Wow.
And that $30,000 go a
Very
long way.
possible.
That $30,000 go a long way to helping her relocate. And at 87 years old, I mean, she might be in a home and the house might be abandoned. She might be in an elderly care home or something. But with $30,000, at 87 years old, at $30,000, she can relocate, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So you're gonna be doing a lot of help to this woman. A lot of help. Now, I always ask older people when I call them up. I always say, Ms. Crawford, is there anybody, a trusted family member you would like me to speak with so that you and they will feel comfortable knowing that you're working with someone who is legitimate and, someone who's trying to work this out for you? Because I don't mind speaking with you. If you have a legal advisor, if you have a trusted family member, someone you trust, is anybody that you would want me to talk with so that we can make sure that you all feel comfortable with, with everything that we're going to be doing for you? I always say that to elderly people because they are targeted all the time by scam artists. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree. Yes.
They are targeted all the time by scam artists. And you want to reassure her, you would not have to come up with any money. This won't cost you one dime. Okay, that's not what this is. We are here to make you a legitimate offer on your property. I have a network of cash buyers that I want to present this to. And in order for me to legally present this to my network of cash buyers, we need to get an assignment of contract and a purchase agreement executed, signed by both you and me. And once we have that done, then I can present it to my network of cash buyers and have them bring the money to pay off those liens and to put that $30,000 in your pocket. Is that something you think we can go ahead and get taken care of? Or do you have anybody you'd like me to talk with to explain this to them? That's how I handle those situations.
Makes sense.
Okay, so you know you got the right person. All right, now you just need to verify the phone numbers. You need to call the numbers, whatever it has the phone numbers here. It has related to, it has relatives. They come out here. It shows the the age. There's some other ones, Patricia Donica, but that's not the same person. This is the same person, McPherson. This Donica Crawford. I think that's somebody else. But you got to go ahead and click. Come on, stop. View details. I think you click view details. Click the view details, I think. Here we go. Click the view details. So it pulls up everything. Gonna pull up current address. Looking at the right property, estimated value $120,000. That's about the right one. Last sale amount. Wow, $26,000. Land use, ownership type, individual, residential. Estimated value. This says no equity, but I don't know what that is. They probably just don't have all the right information on it.
And would that be her phone number below that Texas phone number?
Yeah, that's what where?
There's right below that, all that information. There's an 817 phone number at the bottom. You want to page down a little bit. There you go, where it says phone numbers down. Is that her phone number there?
It could be. Because it says it's a wireless, but it was last reported in 2022. Okay. That could be, but it may not be because it was last reported in 2022. Usually when you see last reported in 2024, like last month, that means that bill was just paid. See what I'm saying? By the wireless company. So we're gonna run into another system that gives probably some updated stuff just to double check. But you got some landline stuff here too. But like I said, that could be her phone number. Only way to find out, you got to call it. Okay, coming down a little further down, you got the address history of where she lived. That's the house right there that we're talking about. I think 7015 Chestnut Street. Yeah, that's what I think that we're looking at right now. Yep, that's what we're looking at. Possible relatives. Okay. Possible associates. Okay. Here's some more phone numbers and whatnot. And so yeah. So now what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna double check with you can't do this because they won't let you do it from from where you are. But I'm gonna go ahead and double check with people search. And we're gonna open this in a new tab. People search, and we're gonna look for Patricia L. Crawford. Patricia L. Crawford, and she is in McPherson, Kansas. McPherson, Kansas. So we get. All right. I do this because it's the same person. One. So I click the view detail. So it is the same person. There's a phone number. Let's check to see if there's the information on it. The house. All right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This phone number was last reported May 2024. Verizon Wireless. So
nice.
That should be a phone number. Okay. So yeah, all this is about having the right resources. It really is. And that's why I created Flipstream. Put all the resources in just a click away. You don't have to go searching all through Google trying to find the right research. You see what I'm saying? Everything is right here where you can do this just like you do in day trading. Right? We ain't had to leave this spot, right? We had to go searching all over the internet for stuff. We didn't have to, call the clerk of the county and look all that, right here, just like you do with day trading. Right? When they be day trading stuff, the stocks and stuff like this and that, they do it all from right sitting at that desk, don't they? Making thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars every day. Well, this is very similar to that. That's why I recoined it real estate day trading. Okay? So yeah, do your research. Verizon Wireless last reported May 2024. Okay? So you got the right person. You got what's a very credible phone number. So you call it up and ask to speak to her, and stuff like that, verify that it is her and let her know that you know why you're calling. Then here's the email addresses. Old people she probably don't even check her email address. That's why I said Brianna Crawford, that's probably her daughter. You see that?
Yes.
You see that on the email address? It's probably her daughter.
I saw that. Yeah, Brianna Crawford.
Yeah, that's probably her daughter or something. Okay. Scroll down. You got the right address. You got the previous addresses. There it is right there, 701 Chestnut. Okay. And then scroll down. You got possible relatives. That might have been a husband, Chase. Possible spouse, he deceased. You see what I'm saying? Her husband is dead. He's gone. That might be another ex-husband, or it's probably a son, something, or a brother, or whatever the case may be, But that's a husband right there. He's passed. Clint Crawford, 44. That might be a son, right? At 44, right? Somebody 99 years old and still living. It might be her sister. But I'm thinking her older sister, right? Or sister-in-law or something. Charles Crawford, 69. That might be a son. Yeah, because that Charles Crawford, her husband, that may be Charles Crawford Jr. You see what I'm saying? That might be Junior. So just about everybody in her life is really older. Miss Kagan, 56. So you got people. If she say, well, I like my daughter to speak with you ain't got nothing to hide, right? You really gonna help her out, right? What you're doing is really gonna help her.
That's dang there to go, yes, sir.
Yeah. So, look, this is, but there you have it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and save this one for you. Okay. We're gonna save this one for you in PropStream, prop wire. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna add it. All right, so I've got to add it. And what I'll do is when you get on, I'll send it to you so you can pull it back up. All you got to do is put the address in. Matter of fact, I think I can send it to you right now. I'm going to send you this address right now. And you can go in, once you create your account, you can go in and go into, Kansas, and up here where it says address, all you got to do is just plop it in right there. You just go in there and do this. Just plop that address in, and then click. Hold on, I think I'm out of. Should put. Oh, hold on, I got too much in there. I got the image and everything. All right, there we go. I got to. All right, there we go. Plop the address in like that, and it pops up for you. That's all you got to do. Then it'll pull it right up. Bam, there you go. See what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shoot you the address.
Nice.
I'm gonna shoot it to you through the app right now. Go ahead and this is Mr. Trevor. That's what I'm on with you, right? Yeah. One with you. I'm going to send it to you through the messenger. Got your subscription. Trying to give me a second. I'm trying to pull you up. Let me go to contacts. Contacts. Here we go. Contacts. I think I can get you that way. Try to send it. Oh, I could have just went up here and did this. Inbox. Here we go. All right, here we go. There you are, right there. Trevor Chamberlin. You online. I'm going to send it to you right through the messenger right here on what's called right here in the chat. It should pop up right on your website. Did it pop up on Flipstream? Should be in the chat box.
Let me go in the Flipstream and check that.
Should be in the chat box on Flipstream.
Okay, let's see here. Go to Chrome and Flipstream.
Should have popped up on your chat box.
I have to go in and okay. See here. We're logged in.
Yep, just show that you just logged in.
Yes, sir. I see it there.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm sending you her name now. I just sent you the name, Patricia L. Crawford. So go in and put the address in up under your PropWire account. Once you create the account, go ahead and put that address in. It'll pop right up for you. And then I'm going to go ahead and process this video. It'll be up on YouTube, so you can pull it up. And once I get it processed, I'll send you the link to it so you can go right to it. Okay. Now, from here, we're not done yet. Okay, we're not done. Now, from here, that you identify the property, you've done the numbers on it, right? We know that you can make 30-something thousand, you can send her 30,000, you can pay off this $6,750, all that stuff. You know you're dealing with a woman who's 87 years old, and she undoubtedly she doesn't have any help financially. So that's why this is the reason why when people say, well, why wouldn't someone pay that out? Well, look at the situation. Now it makes sense, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a shame that these banks, man, because look, those banks they can show her how to get out of that situation, but they're not really trying. They hoping that no one swoops in and does what we're doing, so they can go to foreclosure, they get it sold, right? Now I'm gonna tell you something else. After they sell it at the auction, right? Chances are it's going to sell for a lot more than that $6,750 that they're trying to get for it, right? Right?
Yes, just based on what the resale value is, that $135,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would definitely.
Chances are it's gonna be a bidding thing, and that house is probably gonna sell for around $70,000 to $80,000 at the auction. It may even sell for $100,000 at the auction. Now, I'll tell you just how devious these lenders, how they go into they go into a scheme with the county and the cities and stuff. Cause look, even after it's sold at auction, right? She's supposed to get that surplus money that's over that $6,750. But do you think they notify her and tell her that? No. They don't. There's a whole other business out there that we're going to start training y'all on too. Once we figure out how to find the list of the people who are owed surplus money. These are people whose home that were foreclosed on and got sold at auction, and they're owed, some of them owe 20, 40, 60, 100, 200, 300, $400,000 in surplus money. But the counties don't never tell people that they got surplus money. These people don't even know it. What the county is banking on, and the banks don't tell them. What they are banking on is that they will let it expire. They won't claim it before it expires. Because in certain states, there's an expiration date. It differs. In Florida, it's 8 years. In California, it's 5 years. Texas, I think, is 6 or 7 years. But anyway, whatever the expiration date is, right? When the expiration passes and no one has claimed that money, guess where that money goes?
Back to the county.
It goes in the county's budget. Ain't that some devious, underhanded stuff? Because
Wow.
mind you, if you hadn't paid some parking ticket, don't the county track you down and put a warrant out on you and send the sheriff right to your door? Right? Don't they?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wasn't this sale done by the clerk of the court or the county? It's auctioned off. So the clerk got all the records, just like they have the records when you don't pay your traffic ticket, right? They know who this money is owed to. The bank knows who it's owed to. They got all the information, right? Right?
Yes, sir. I see it here.
So don't say that, well, we didn't know how to get in contact. Well, if that person had a warrant, you know where to send the sheriff to pick them up. You tell me you don't know where to send a letter to or make a phone call to or send them a check and say, hey, this is your surplus money? There ain't a clerk in the county anywhere in the United States that notifies these people that they have surplus money that's owed to them. No county, no clerk of the court, no city ever notifies these people when they have every capability of doing so. So when people say to us sometimes, well, I think y'all just taking advantage of people. No. We're doing what the county should have did, because the real problem is a lot of these people at the counties and the trustees of these banks, they don't want us to swoop in and help these people out. They don't want it. They don't want us to swoop in and help these people out. They are begging that nobody will swoop in to help them out. They don't know no better. And even after it's done, even though that money is owed to them, they know who these people are. They got their information. They got their address. They got their phone numbers. They got their mail. They got their email. They got all the stuff they need to just, okay, now this house sold for $110,000. She only owes $6,700 only. We owe this lady $103,000, $102,000. Let's go ahead and process that certified check. Let's notify her. Let's notify her by mail. Send her a letter. Let's give her a call. Let's send her an email. Let's send her a text. Let's send her a notice in the mail that she has a certified check that's owed to her. You think they do any of that? No. No. They are purposely not telling these people with the hope that they don't find out, with the hope that they don't know, with the hope that nobody like us swoops in and does something beforehand and get it sold and put money in their pocket, because they are purposely doing it so they can profit on the back end of it.
Wow.
Now, there is a whole business out there now, right? There's this company, because I checked into it. But in order to get involved with it, I got to pay them $1,700 a month. But they would show me how to find these surplus people, the list. They provide you with the list in each county, right? They got a site you go to, they'll provide you with the list, right? And then they provide you with the forms for each county, what you need to fill out, the process you need to go to claim this, for these people. And then once you file the claim, you call the people up and say, Mr. and Mrs. McPherson, I've got, my name is such and such and such. I'm a surplus recovery agent. And do you know you have money in Levy County or whatever county that's owed to you from a foreclosure sale that was done such and such? Really? I know they took the home and they sold it at auction, but no one ever told me I had money. Well, they never do that, man. That's what I do. Okay. So here's the money. I've done all the paperwork for you to claim it. I just need you to sign off on it. And my fee is just 20%. So my fee is 25% of what's owed to you. Well, how much is owed to me? Well, it's $103,000, man. What? Yes, ma'am. My fee would be about 23,000 on that 103,000. So that you still gonna collect about $80-some thousand now. That's a whole business now. That is an entire business. And that's something we're going to be showing you all how to do once we figure it out. Because I can pay for it, but it costs me $1,700 a month. And I know that's not the only fee. They tell you that to get you into it. And then for you to get more, so you probably got to pay another fee per month. Another $2,000 or $3,000 or some crap. So that's how they do it. They just leave stuff. But see, I'm going to figure, because I know the clerk of the court is what deals with all this. And we already have, check my spam, check my emails again. All right. We already have access to all of the counties through Flipstream. Okay. Right here. We already have access to all of the public records. We have a national public records directory that we can go to. Okay. And pull up the public records in every single county. You see what I'm saying? So we have this national directory. I can go ahead and click Florida, pull it up. I pull up every county in Florida. If I'm in Leon, I pull up Leon. But see, now I just got to figure out, where do I go to find that list of, because they're not going to make it easy for you. Because they don't want, it's public information. If you go on it, now I know if I call Leon County and ask for it, they have to give it to me. So I would have to call every freaking state, every county in every state and ask for it, and they'll let me know, yeah, here's the list. I can send you the list. Well, no, I want to be able to get access to this so I can pull up anytime I want. But if I was, well, we can't do that. We can just give you the most current list. You see how they try to make it real hard for people to find this stuff?
Mm.
But I know it's in the county records somewhere, because all the auctions take place, they're held by what? The county. So everything is in the clerk of the court. It's got to be somewhere in the clerk of the court records. I'm in the recording records. Right? So if I go to clerk of the court, and if I say, let's see, let me click on this. No, not fix, my bad. Let me click on clerk of the court. Go online. If I click on the clerk of the court, I'm in clerk of the court. Okay. See, how can I can pull up records by names, instrument code. Let me check the instrument code. Affidavit. See, I gotta find time to really do this to know where it's at. Certificates, deeds, domestic partnerships, easements, felonies, financing statements, judgments, liens, no charge. There's that lease pendants. Everything is in the clerk of court. You see what I'm saying? Mortgage credit, mortgage exempt, miscellaneous, misdemeanor, healthcare mortgage, notice of contest of lien, non-index, notice of commencement, notice order, plat, recorded plat, resolutions, restrictions, releases. See, they're not gonna have this with surplus money. They ain't gonna tell you that. I mean, it's not gonna. They try to hide it, but it's in here somewhere. I just gotta know where to look for it. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. They make it so confusing.
Action, no charges, corporate tax satisfaction, resolutions, restrictions, release, power, attorney, plat. I just got to figure out where to what they have in category on them, because they ain't got no category that just says, you know, I'm gonna click mortgage and see what search on that and see what pops up on the mortgages. Yeah, see, it ain't gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be that easy. All right, there's the mortgages. Then under that, it don't tell you what you're looking for. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It don't tell you that this is surplus money that's owed to somebody. It's crazy, man. But you know it's in here somewhere. You just got to be able to figure out where it is. Pull up some document, that I can download. See what this is. What the document is, I just downloaded it. But it's in here somewhere. I just gotta set aside some time to go in here and find it. These are just what you call it. And it's so grainy you can't even read it. But if I call them up and ask for it, they have to send it to me because it's public records. It's public information. You see what I'm saying? Freedom of Information Act. But they're not going, it's in here. It's in here somewhere. You just got to figure out where to look for it at. Yeah. Now, like I said, I could call every county in every state, and say, hey, can I get a list of the surplus money that's owed to people from homes that were sold at auction for the last 8 years? You see what I'm saying? They have to send it to me. But that's just too much. I mean, come on. Really? You got to go through all that. Give me a second. Hey, Red. Hey, Red. I'm in a consultation right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call it. Okay. Yeah, I'll give her a call. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. That was another one of our subscribers. We're doing what he did the first half, and we're doing the second half to get that deal done, for him. And that's going to be our first partnership one that we're doing. But anyway, he called and let me know that he verified the lady's phone number. He spoke with her, and she's waiting for me to call her. Okay, so to make her, the offer.
So you actually call them after we verify the info? You call them, or do we call them?
No. All right, for our partnership program. Okay, that's what we're going to be announcing on Sunday. Okay.
Oh.
We have something coming up called our partnership program. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me get out of this. I'm going to show you. We have something that's coming up called our partnership program. Give me a second. This is coming up that we're getting ready to introduce. Come on. We're getting ready to introduce this. Now, what we're doing right here for you today, we're showing you how to do it all yourself. You can do it all yourself, right? And because we're walking you through it, showing you how to do it, walking you through it and everything. This is called our mentorship program, where you're going to pay us like 10% at close. But you present it, you send the contract, you arrange for the closing, you get it over to the cash buyer network, you get the cash out from the cash buyer, and you put everything together. We show you how to do that. If we do that and you do it all yourself, all we get is 10%. Or all I charge is 10% for that. Now, if you want to do the partnership program, well, all you do is the first part, which is what I just showed you. Find it, right? Find the properties, identify the properties, work up the numbers, make sure it all works out, make sure we got a good deal. We won't accept anything that's less than 65% of equity. You got to have at least 65%. So don't send us a deal where the equity is only 60% or 50% or 55%. Send us a deal that where the equity is at least 65%. Okay? And you have to have already verified that you have the right person and verified that the phone number is good versus you just give them a call to make sure that that's the right phone number. You know, hey, Miss Johnson, my name is such and such and such and such. I represent this and that network of buyers. We're just giving you a heads up, letting you know that we're working on a deal for your property at such and such that would allow us to pay off your liens and put money in your pocket. Well, how much money? Well, we're working on that now. We're going to have someone that's going to be giving you a call. His name is Calvin Butler, or my other partner, Mr. Hilson. His name is Calvin Butler. He's going to be giving you a call to give you all of the numbers and everything and get the contracts done and everything, so we can go ahead and get this, and he's going to be able to get it to our, network to get the money and go ahead and put money in your pocket. But he'll call you with all the details. That's it. That's all you do. Then you turn it over to us. And then we take care of doing the calling them, putting in the offer, doing the contracts, getting everything signed, getting it to our cash, because we have cash buyers that we know would buy this stuff. We present them to our cash buyers first, who we know will buy it right away, get it over to them, get the offer, from them. Then we contact you and say, hey, we got an offer on the table. This is what we're getting. We need to get it to closing, and this is what we're going to split. You see what I'm saying? So if it's $80,000, then we split $80,000. If you get $40,000, we get $40,000. If it's $50,000, you get $25,000, we get $25,000. If it's $30,000, you get $15,000, we get $15,000. See how that works?
I'm interested.
Yeah, that's the partnership.
Is that part of Flipstream?
Yeah, that's going to be part of Flipstream. This is the partnership program right here. This is right here with what you're seeing right here. See right here? It says real estate on day trading. Use Flipstream to find and structure quick flip deals. We make the offers, contract, fund, and flip the deals. We split the profits. That's the partnership program.
Nice.
Okay. So, and this is for all of our, subscription paying members. If you're a subscription paying member, you can participate in the partnership program. This way, you can actually find and structure more deals, right? It helps us out too, because it cuts down on us having to do the finding and structuring them, right? And we just deal with contracting them and getting them funded and doing the closings. You see what I'm saying? It's a good partnership. It helps us.
It is. And it also keeps the ball from being fumbled because they're dealing with more seasoned professionals like yourself.
Exactly. It's a system that allows us to get more deals and allows you to get more deals. Right? I'd rather take 50% of 100 deals than to take 100% of 10 deals. Right?
Yes, right? Sir.
Exactly. Any day. So that's what that partnership was. Now, if you want to do deals, completely the whole thing, you can do that too. But we offer this. This is just going to be another revenue, another strategy that you all are going to be able to take part in. Okay. So we really tried to make Flipstream the place to be to do real estate investing. I mean, if you got no money, no credit, we want someone who ain't never did this before, ain't got no money. No, we want someone who's at a homeless shelter like I was. We want people we want to make Flipstream so easy to use. Someone can use it from a homeless shelter and do 50 to 100 grand a month from a homeless shelter. All they need is what? Internet access. They can go to the library and get that. They ain't got to have no computer. They can go to the library and use the library's computer. Right? If they got that on a cell phone, they good to go. Right? That's what
interesting.
That's what we're creating with Flipstream. That's what we're taking Flipstream to. Okay? And it's growing pretty fast. So we're getting we just launched it about a week and 2 days ago, and we already got probably like 50, 60 subscribers already. So remember, once we get 1,000 subscribers, the price ain't gonna be $19.99 for everybody that comes in. After that first 1,000, it's gonna be like $79 a month. to just get access to flip screen. But you all get it. You all get locked in at the $19.99 a month. Then if you want to upgrade to a lifetime membership, pay $2,500 and you locked in for life and never got to make more payments. So, but that's Flipstream.
Interesting.
That's what we're doing with Flipstream. All right. So, once we do that, so the next step for you would be, all right, once you contacted them, verified that it's a good number and stuff, the next step is now you got to send them the contract. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Flipstream and you're going to go to the legal library and agreements and forms. You're going to click on that. You're going to click on that. All right. And you're going to go to your forms. Now you're going to look for the form. Now, if you're in a state that requires full disclosure, you're going to send a full disclosure assignment contract. Florida is not a full disclosure state, so you don't have to send a full disclosure one here. Kansas, you just got to look up, you just got to Google it, look it up. Is Kansas? I think I can do it. I think I can. Let me see if I can check. Let me check real quick. All right, we can check. Let's do a Google search. You're basically going to do a Google search. Is Kansas does Kansas require full disclosure real estate assignment. You see, it should pop up. Real estate ASSIG assignment agreements. Just like that. And it says, is the seller disclosure required in Kansas? Kansas statutes do not impose a duty to disclose on real estate sellers, but common law principles apply if a seller does provide a property disclosure statement. So it's not required, okay? If the seller opts to provide a disclosure statement, common law imposes a duty to make accurate disclosures, but it's not required. Okay, so Kansas, you can do just a regular assignment. Now, I do full disclosure assignments in every state, but like I said, it don't really matter. Look at who we're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? The people who we are helping out, they don't give a rat's behind if it's coming from money's coming directly from you or it's coming from somebody that you bring it to closing with. They don't really care. But that's why. But I do full disclosure regardless in every state. The reason why I do it, because let's say you get to closing, and some people be funny sometimes. You get there and they say, you got 3 people at closing. You got you got them, you got people who buy it for you. Then they make it be over there. They may have somebody there say, oh, they weren't the person that's actually bringing the money to the table. They're actually the ones that bring it to the table. Well, why can't I just? Well, I don't want to do this. I want to just deal directly with them because I can get more money. You know what I'm saying? But if I disclose this beforehand, they've signed that contract, they can't do that. You see what I'm saying? That's why I do full disclosure. It doesn't matter. In every state, I use the full disclosure. Because I'm that person that be thinking, okay, what can go wrong, it could go wrong, right? I believe in that. So everyone I do full disclosure. Okay, handle a problem before they become a problem. That's my motto. Make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Makes sense to you. Makes sense to me too. I try to handle problems before they even become problems. Right? So, get it out the way. Right? All right. So what you will be doing is from this point, you will pull up you're gonna send two things. You're gonna send the purchase agreement. Don't do an option to purchase. That's for a different type of deal that we do once you get into more stuff doing this and that. You're gonna send a purchase agreement, not an option to purchase, not a letter of intent. You're gonna send the purchase agreement, okay? And you're gonna send the assignment agreement. Okay. Now, if you want to do a full disclosure assignment agreement, you can pull up the full disclosure assignment. Okay. Okay. And I would advise you to pull these up to kind of go over so you kind of see how they need to be filled out, things like that. Okay. Now, if you're gonna do the partnership, you ain't got to worry about this. We do all this. Once you send the deal over to us and you let us know, yeah, I verified the phone number, I spoke with her, she's waiting for y'all to call her, or he's waiting for y'all to call her. I've already spoken with them, so here's the right number, whatever case may be, or here's their right email address, here's the right number, whatever case may be. I verified this stuff, and I'm turning this deal over to y'all. You just turn the deal over to us. Basically, you send us the information, you give us what you're gonna send us I'm gonna create a form that you all can fill out for that. Okay, when you go and you put in the address, you put in the name, you put in the equity, you put in what's owed on it, you put in at what percentage you did the deal at 55%, we're getting this, at 60%, it does this, at 40%, it does this. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna have that form that you are going to just fill out, right? You plug in all the numbers, then you're gonna shoot it to us. You're gonna send it. We're gonna get it, we're gonna review it, we're gonna double check the numbers. You're going to have in there the contact person's name, their name and stuff. You're going to have a little statement that I verified this phone number. It is a good phone number. I spoke with her. She's expecting your call. They're expecting your call, blah, 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 blah. You're not going to tell them the numbers. You're not going to tell them the numbers. Okay? You're just going to contact them, let them know that we are working on an offer. We're working on a deal to pay off that. We're working on an offer that will pay off the liens and put money in your pocket. If they say, well, how much money? That's what they're trying to figure out now. I just want to verify that this is the right number for them to call to make the offer to you. You see what I'm saying? Let us worry about selling. Let us worry about closing. Let us worry about getting the contract over to them. Let us worry about getting because we have cash buyers that we know already got money that buys properties all the time. So we won't probably even be going to very seldom will we post it to where you would normally post it to once you get your contract signed. So once you get the contract and stuff signed, if you're doing it yourself, you're only going to go here. Once you get the contracts and stuff signed and everything and set with the title company, because you always be able to contact the title company in your area, let them know what you're doing, let them know that you're going to have to do what's called a simultaneous closing, all that type of stuff. You all have to do that with the partnership. We take care of all that. Okay? So we would, if you're doing it yourself, you got to come here once you get it under contract. Once you get it under contract, you all are going to come here and you're going to post it to one of these places here. Like We Buy Ugly Houses, you're going to post it here. But you never post anything here unless you already got it under contract. If you don't already have the contract, they can go around you. Okay? And I always tell people, try to get at least a 45-day contract. All right? So, but if you're doing the partnership, you ain't got to worry about this. We take care of it from this point. We won't even have to come here to post this stuff. So we already got buyers that we've worked with in the past that buy stuff directly for, and you know that they'll buy stuff. Especially if we have a structure. You see what I'm saying? Very seldom will we have to actually go to a place like this to outside buyers. You see what I'm saying? So we're able to put the deals together quicker, faster, and make them more profitable because we know how this stuff works. We know what we do. You understand?
I do.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
So that's the process. Once you get it post it, and once you get an offer on it, then you got to set up the closing with the title company. Let the title company know that I have a seller who's in this state or this county. I am here in this city and county. The buyer is in California, and then that title company will then work with the other title companies in those areas. They know the title companies to work with in every state. If you're working with a national title company like we already work with, like that we do, they've got like Stewart titles all over the United States. They got Manassa title all over the United States. So they just pick a Manassa title in that city and state, Manassa title in that city and state. They all work together, and they do that person goes to that title company close. You at this title company close. That person over there goes to that title company. They're on a teleconference. You know what I'm saying? And they all got the necessary paperwork and everything. Each title company got the check that goes to the person that they're supposed to have that check. So they already got the check from the end buyer. They already done split it up. And this much going to the county, this much going to the vendor, this much going to the seller, this much going to you or me. Got it? That's how all this works. Okay? But if you're doing the partnership, the second half of it, you won't have to worry about it. Just identify the deals, right? Identify the motivated, work the deals out, do the numbers, right? Structure the deal, identify identify and verify the motivated sellers, right? Then I'm gonna have a form on here that you all can complete. You can go ahead and you just put in the information, the stuff you found. The value was this, here's the property address, here's the person's name, here's their phone number, here's their email address, here's their, here is the estimated value, right? Here is how I did my calculation on a 60% offer. You should be this is what it works out. You're paying off this is what's left over, this is what we get a check for. At a 55%, at a 50%, here's what it is. At 40%, here's what it is. Right? We look at it, if it works at all three levels, we say, okay, yeah, we'll accept that deal. Once we accept it, then we call that person, we close them, we send them the documents for them to sign, we make sure it all gets signed properly. Then we go to the title company, we place it registered with the title company, then we present it to our cash buyer network, we get an offer, then we set up the closing, and we let you know when the closing date is, and we get a check at closing, and we split that check with you. So we get that closed.
Wow. And you're saying that takes anywhere from 7 to 14 days?
7 to 14 days. At the most, 20 to 25 days. That's it, man. That's real estate day trading. Now, do you like this a lot better than dispatching freight?
Yes, sir. Just based on what I've heard thus far, this sounds a lot more lucrative and a lot less stressful.
Not just what you heard, but what you've seen. I literally just walked you through an entire deal, your first deal. And I've sent you the information, and so you can pull it back up. And this is your first deal. Now, if you want to split this deal with us, that's fine. Or if you just want to take it and try to get it done and, just pay me 10%, that's fine too. But that's up to you. You see what I'm saying? But we've shown you how to do it. And this video will be available for you to go back and watch it anytime to refresh your memory so you can do these on your own if you want to. We're not saying that everybody has to do the partnership. That's not what we're saying. It's an option there for you until you feel comfortable doing it all yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
I do. And that second option sounds a lot more inviting to me. The one you're going to introduce Sunday?
Yeah. It's going to be more inviting to everybody who's, especially if you're new to this, it's a great way to start off with this because you don't really have the pressure of, well, shoot, what am I going to say to these people? I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to put them in the wrong numbers. I don't want to do this. And then after you do that, okay, now I got to, how do I fit this contract out? Am I doing it right? Am I doing this? Am I doing this? Oh, okay. Then after you get that done, okay, now I got to get this scheduled with the title company. Who do I call? What do I do? Right? Even though we can tell you what to do, it's still nerve-wracking because you've never done this before. You're out of your element, right? So what the partnership does, we'll train from the, like I just trained you on the first part of it, right? That part you can do. You don't be under no pressure. You can do the numbers. You can pull them up, put in the things I tell you to put in, right? You got that already. If you don't, you got a video you can refer back to. I got this. And we're going to have the videos, all the training stuff, videos, all these videos that we're doing now, they're going to be in our Investor Learning Center. We're going to be loading them up. I'm going to load up all the videos in the Investor Learning Center. They're going to be here. I'm going to have them up here at top. In investment, real estate basics, I'm going to have a title, all those videos are going to be titled, they're going to be under real estate day trading. Real estate day trading training. Okay? I'm going to have another whole section here. It's going to be on the real estate day trading training. All the videos. So you can go back and pull them up. You see what I'm saying? So the first part of it, you'll know how to do it. That's easy. Right? And you can do 15, 20, 50 of them a day. Right? Submit them to us. Right? We look over them. If they all check out, we'll accept all of them, and then we'll take it from there on all of them. Get them contracted, get the offers made, get the money for them, get the closing set up, cut the check, we split that with you. Bam. If it's a check for $80,000, it's $40,000 to you, $40,000 for it. If it's $50,000, $25 to you, $25 to us. If it's $30,000, $15 to you, $15 to us. Whatever it is, it's split right down the middle.
How would you suggest we do taxes on this type of business?
Well, I'm not your tax professional, so he going out. I would, me personally, I have an LLC. Okay, you can do this and just put the money in your regular bank account or whatever you want to do, but you are gonna have to pay your taxes at the end of the that's you gotta pay taxes. All right, now there are ways you can shelter your money and all that type of stuff, but that's not what I do with this platform. I'm not gonna try and give you tax advice, but that's not what this platform does. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. Now I do have a business.
Very interesting.
I do have a wealth management service that I run, but that's, of course, there's a fee for that. So if you want to engage me on wealth management and stuff like that, yeah, I do that, but there's a fee. I can't combine, I can't mix that in with, because this is not what this platform does. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
And I would like to talk to you about that at a later date.
Oh yeah, I mean, once you start making money, yeah, we get in there. I'll send you the link to it and stuff, and where you can go in, where you can schedule a consultation and look at what take a look at all what you got, and then we'll map out a strategy. There's all types of things you can do, man. You can do, like I tell people all the time, looking to taking out whole life insurance policy used as an investment strategy. It's called self-banking or private reserve banking. That's what it's called. You definitely want to do that. You definitely want to do that. Take out a whole life insurance policy. It's called whole life insurance used as an investment strategy. It's called private reserve banking. Basically, you become your own bank. And it's a great tax shelter. Incredible tax shelter. and it can earn you a lot of money. Especially if you're making a lot of money. Because if you're dumping a lot of money into it, you're making money. It's safer than the stock market. You could. Like I said, I have to schedule something with you to talk to you about that. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this was it. All right. So now we've gone through everything, showing you how everything works and how everything goes down. Stop my share. All right. So, but yeah, that's it. that was your consultation. You got the information on that property that we looked up, that we've done the numbers on, that I've shown you everything on how to do that one. You got the information on that. Decide whether you want to do it yourself or if you want a partnership with us on that. I'm going to have the form up for you all to submit those. I'm probably going to have it up by Friday, okay? Because we want to present all this on Sunday. So I probably have the forms up by Friday, the place where you all go to submit your deals to us, okay, on the partnerships. And then once you submit them to us, we'll take a look at them, and then we'll let you know, okay, yeah, we're going to accept this, and this one. And the ones that we don't accept, we'll tell you why and what you need to do to kind of get them, or if they don't fit, we'll tell you why they don't fit, so you can go back and look for some more. You know what I'm saying? Or if they can be fixed, we'll tell you the changes that we made on it. And then we'll go back to you and say, after the changes that we made on it, do you still want us to do this deal for you? You see what I'm saying?
Interesting. So I have complete autonomy over whether we do the deal or not based on the figures?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But once you turn it over to us and we accept it, it's, then we pushing forward with it. But if we send it back to you and say with some changes, then you have to look at it and say, okay, do I want to do this deal with the changes that we made? Because it's not our deal until we actually accept it. You understand what I'm saying? So you send it over to us and we accept it, then it's a deal with that we're going on with. If we don't accept it, or if we make changes to it, you get to review the changes that we made to it, and then you can decide if you still want to do that deal. It's still your deal. We're not going to take the deal and do it without you. You understand what I'm saying? We're not that type of company. Like, there's too many deals out there for us to be that type of company. You understand?
I do.
Yeah, because look, we just looked up 450-some-thousand potential deals in Kansas. Right? And we found a great deal in Kansas now. And it didn't take us that long to do it, did it?
No, sir, it didn't.
Yeah, just like that great deal was there, there's probably another, 10,000 deals like that out of 400-some-thousand that we narrowed it down to. You understand what I'm saying? That's why people say, Calvin, y'all don't worry about saturating the market by teaching everybody. Never get enough people to do this that's going to saturate the market. Because you constantly, do you know how many foreclosures, do you know how many lease pendants and foreclosure notices go out every freaking single minute? It's up here. Let me share my screen a little bit. Hold on here. Let me do this real quick. Then I gotta end this. I gotta call that lady. Lenders started the foreclosure process on 23,245 U.S. properties in May, just one freaking month, in May of 2023.
Goodness gracious.
That's a month. That's in one freaking month. So you think we're gonna run out of, people to help? I don't think so. People don't really think about this. I mean, that's in a freaking month, 23,245. So on a yearly basis, 23,245. On average, 12 months. 278,940,000 a year. I don't think we're gonna saturate. And that's every single year. 23,000 every single month. Some months probably higher than others, but that's what that was just in May of that, in May. And wait, that was just last month, in May. That's the ones that were started. That's talking about the ones that was already in progress. This is in the least pending stage. What we be looking for. You see what I'm saying? We're not talking about the ones that went to auction. We're not talking about the ones that's already been scheduled for auction. This is just in the least pending stage. You probably got just that many or more that's been scheduled for auction. But then you got probably that many more that goes to. Come on, man. No. This business, this right here, this ain't going nowhere. I don't care how many people you trade. It ain't. No.
Nice. That's that looks very promising. At least that we could help people.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
We got plenty of people to help, especially when you factor in the fact that these counties and the lenders are going in together to not inform these people that once they sold their properties at the auction, that they have surplus money coming. We're gonna figure out a way to get in on that too, to help them people too. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I mean, I may have to.
I know a guy that does that, and he sends me emails on a regular basis. I'm just not sure. I never really looked into how much he charges for the information.
Yeah, they charge about anywhere from, because I know when I checked into it, it was like $1,700 a month.
Goodness.
That's what they was asking for, $1,700 a month. I mean, I still got the little seminar video and thing that they sent me. They had to sit in on a 2-hour thing just to go through and develop for the end of the tell, just to tell us at the end it's $1,700 a month. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna have it in, and it ain't gonna cost no $1,700, but it's gonna be part of our little $19.99 a month. We're gonna figure it out.
I'm sure you will, and I'll be interested in that program also.
Yeah. All right. The only other thing I'm gonna ask of you, man. Look, man, tell people about your experience with Flipstream, okay? Because our success depends on us becoming popular. Okay, so go to our YouTube channel, Flip-Stream Live, Flipstream Live, Flip-Stream Live on YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment on our stuff, share our stuff on social media. When you see us, go to our page on Facebook or whatever, when you see stuff that we share, comment, tell people about it, share this stuff, and tell people how great this program is and what's your experience with it. Tell people about your private, about your mentorship sessions, and just let people. I mean, I'm not asking you to lie. I'm just saying, just tell people your experience with Flipstream. Give your honest opinion. You see what I'm saying? But in order for us to continue to grow and be successful, people got to know about it, right?
That's correct.
So
most definitely, will do.
So do that for me, okay? All right, look, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. We definitely went over our time limit, but we were the last one of the day, so So that worked. But I gotta call this lady back and send her with an offer and everything and get that one going. So we can go and get that one closed out for her.
I appreciate you, brother. And I look forward to that information on your next program because I'm definitely interested in that.
Oh, definitely, man.
This coming Sunday.
All right, man. Yeah, tune in this Sunday. We'll have the link out for y'all to get on to the live that we're doing on YouTube. I'm coming on Sunday morning, 10:15.
Yes, sir, we'll do.
All right, man. You have a good day, man.
You too, brother. I appreciate you.
All right.
Bye-bye.